is it? What you doing, puppy? Do you want to be on my Facebook Live? Yeah, do you want to? Let's see who's coming on this Facebook Live with me. Come, you can come on it. You can be on it too. Hello. Hello. Let's see who's going to jump on. Let's see who's going to jump on and like this message. Let's see what goes on. I don't know. It might not be the time. I might have to come back out here later because people are probably commuting and dealing with after work. It's not like the right time. Okay, here's somebody now that is, ooh, more people are coming. Yay! Here's Judy. Hi, Judy. And Daniel, Isaiah. And more people are coming on. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm trying to see how many people come on now because I might stop this and then come on later and do it later where there's more people. Hi! Hello! Share this so more people see it. And then more people will come on. I want to get like a good group of people for this. Summer Rose, Alex. Oh, good. People are coming on. Cool. All right, cool. So I can totally start. This is awesome. So I wanted to dedicate a Facebook Live to a really super important topic. And it's one that's like sweeping social media. We see a lot of memes and a lot of material about self-love. And my coaching practice is rooted in self-love. And I found through my own journey, after my divorce, after even moving to Miami, that entire journey of pretty much changing my life, that I was lacking in self-love. And it wasn't until I really cultivated the most important relationship between me and me where everything started to change in my life. Everything. I just showed up differently in my life for myself and for other people. So I wanted to put together a program that will help other people who might not be kicking some ass in the self-love department, and they might see things in their lives not manifesting the way they want. They might have issues with their relationships, issues with, hi from the UK, how nice, issues with their money, issues with their careers, issues, and they feel like they're going to like explode. So this is normal. People go through this, totally normal. It's sweeping the world. It's like epidemic. This is why we have wars and crimes and awfulness. It's because, hey, it's because of lack of self-love, right? So this program is going to be a fun time. It's a group coaching program. I'll get into more of it later, but I wanted to give you first some value about these 8 characteristics. Now there are many, many more, but these are like some hot ones that are indicative of people who cultivate and practice self-love for the, in their lives. So the first one is that self-loving people honor their bodies. They're very connected and in tune with their bodies. Now this doesn't mean that you need to be, supermodel, working on your body, giving it all in the gym every day. It's nothing to do with that, actually. It's more about consciousness. It's more about how you feel in your body and what you're putting in your body. If you're skipping meals because you're overworked and you're just grabbing a quick bite on the go, or eating French fries at the drive-thru because you want to feed your kids but you're not feeding you, or you make a salad and then you like leave it on the counter because you're too busy all over and it's wilted and then you don't even eat it, you throw it away. Like you're not nurturing your body. Another example of that is abuse of drugs, alcohol, anything where you're just, toxifying yourself. Now look, self-loving people do entitle themselves to a nice little cocktail from time to time, but they're never like puking themselves sloppy mess. When you're drinking to that point, there's something going on with you that you need to soothe, and you're turning to the party life to soothe it. I've been there, I've done it, not good. So the other thing, number 2 thing, is self-loving people are super, super clear about what they want for themselves in their life, and therefore who they involve in their lives with them, who they give their time and allow access to. So self-loving people are super, super directed and clear about what they love. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I self-love with margaritas. There you go. I self-love with Tito's vodka.
and sometimes margaritas, and sometimes champagne. And it's my birthday week, so this weekend I will be absolutely celebrating myself with some bubbly and some, fun food and good times. So yes, self-loving people, back to number 2, they don't settle. So they know what they want, they know who they want to be around, and they do not settle. Doesn't mean that they're mean or snooty. They're always like open and welcoming of new people and being nice to everybody, but they know inner circle is inner circle, and they're very particular about who they want to be around because they want to know that they're being influenced by positive people. So super important to get around positive people, and this group that I'm forming is going to give you the opportunity once a week to get around some positive people. And what's cool is that you'll meet people from different parts of Florida and beyond, so you can make new friends. And I've had people like fly and like meet people in different parts of the country because they've done this 8-week group together online. They exchange information and they just kind of like become friends. So everybody out there is always saying, oh, it's so hard to make friends when you're an adult. But when you do these types of workshops and these programs and you connect with other like-minded people, you end up making friends all over the place, and then life gets interesting. So number 3, the third thing of self-love is total 100% responsibility for all outcomes in your life. Self-loving people, they take responsibility. They don't like to live in the victim mode of, wah, they made me feel this way, and wah, this makes me feel that way. It's like you're like a victim, and self-loving people are like, wait a minute, I love myself too much to deal with any of this bullshit. So I'm going to assume full-on responsibility for everything I attract, for everything that is a vibrational match to me, because if I don't like what I'm attracting, that means I can change my own vibe. How powerful is that? And self-loving people stand in their own power. They're powerful. They acknowledge their power. So yes, integrity to self-actions and outcomes. Perfect way to state that, Daniel. Thank you so much. Number 4, another characteristic of self-loving people, and I'm sure it's people here tuning in, they work on themselves. They're always going to some kind of workshop or some kind of retreat or reading some book, listening to some podcast, watching my videos or other coaches, other people who they look for and seek out information. They're always looking to up-level and better themselves, and in any aspect of their life. It could be if you're a parent and you want to parent your kids better. So you're going to go online and say, I love me and I love being a mom and I love to parent my kids in the best way, so I'm going to research somebody that can help me with that. It could be for business, it could be for love, it could be for a multitude of things, but self-loving people use the YouTube, they use the Google, they look and hunt for seminars, workshops, programs, all kinds of things that, even free content, I have loads of it on my YouTube, that elevates them. So they're always looking to level up. Self-loving people are also super committed to creating a life of abundance. They know they're worthy of it. They know that that means happiness, harmoniousness, health, good relationships, fun people to be around, a good crew, a good support system. They are always looking to advance professionally. They aren't afraid to acknowledge if their career, perhaps they outgrown it, or it's just not for them anymore, it's not fulfilling them anymore, and they seek out other expansive ways to contribute and be of service. They're always looking to create an awesome, happy, abundant life. Self-loving people don't sit in a rut. They don't like to feel as if life is happening to them, but instead they like to make life happen. So they're like acknowledging an inventory of their lives, and whatever they don't like, they're taking action on it. Other thing, self-loving people have healthy boundaries. They know that the word no is a sentence. Lisa, would you like to come to our baby shower? No. Thank you. No. Lisa, would you like to, I don't know, whatever. No. If it's not bringing me joy, no. So, eventually When you focus on the things that bring you joy as opposed to the things that do not, you won't even attract those bad things anymore. I haven't been invited to a baby shower in probably 20 years. And why? Because I'm responsible for my vibe, right? So if that's not my vibe, that's not going to attract my tribe. So I'm hanging out with people who are like, entrepreneurs and moving and shaking and doing their thing. So I'm always getting invited to those things. Lisa, come to my event. Lisa, come to this thing. So see, and again, it's all about boundaries. If I want to go and I feel compelled and joyous and it's natural and it feels authentic, I'm going to do it. If it feels like, no, I'm tired and, I feel like I have something coming down and I just want to like relax tonight, I'll say no politely, graciously, but no is no. And there are a lot of people out there who are givers at your own expense, where you get lost in the other people that you're giving to because you're either trying to get approval from them or your worth is kind of wrapped up in their validation of you. And you're giving and you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, and maybe it's a work thing where you're just like giving it all the time and you're getting no credit for it and you just are on this cycle. It's exactly that. It's the people pleasing, it's the boundaries that's needed, and self-loving people, they know how to cut it, they know what they need, they know when they're overworked, they know how to protect themselves from burning out, and they are always looking to live harmoniously. So that's all tied together. The other characteristic, self-loving people, is that they're very cool with being alone because they know they're really never alone. They have themselves, they have source, they have something higher that is soothing them and that they feel connected to. So they revel in their solitude. You rarely hear a self-loving person whining that they're lonely. They'll never say, I want a relationship because I'm lonely. A self-loving person would never say that. A self-loving person would say, I'm in a good place in my life and I've created something special for myself and I'd like to share it with someone. That's a self-loving person. That's somebody that's like, wow, I did the work and I like where I am and I want to give that to somebody special. And I'm not going to just give it to anybody, but I'm here to share. I'm here to create something amazing and then share it. So self-loving people, whenever you hear somebody say, I want to be in a relationship because I'm tired of being alone, or I'm tired of being so lonely and going to places alone. When there's that focus on that, and it's like, whatever, dude, you have to love your own time with you. You got to be like, dude, I'll hang out alone. I'll go do whatever. I always have stuff to do. And I'm my best company. You need to learn how to be your own best company. If you're trying to escape you, and you're like, ooh, let's go over there, and ooh, let me distract myself over there, and it's an unsettled feeling. You can't like be cool with just being with you. And I'm not saying, erase yourself from the world and detach from everyone and everything, but really revel in the moments where you can just chill on your own and just be still and ask some questions of yourself and just be with the answers that come when you're quiet in your mind and you allow that solitude, that inner dialogue to happen, prayer even. So that's yet another. And then the last, there are a bazillion of these traits of self-loving people, but I wanted to break it down to the 8 hot ones because those are the ones that we will dive into week to week to week on this cool program that I'm putting together. And I'll get into that in a minute. The last one is the self-talk. Self-loving people speak to themselves with love and kindness. And this is a hard one, and we're always so hard on ourselves. I do this all the time where it's like, you idiot, like you forgot to call this person. What the hell's wrong with you? Are you afraid or something? And you're like, coming at yourself, poking, really it's like ego, and it's managing that, and then knowing to say, hey, wait a second. I didn't do this. I forgot to do it. Let me write it down. I'll get to it tomorrow. Or as soon as I think of it, I'll just do it now. All good. No need to be trash talking yourself. Another example of this is, ladies and gentlemen, with the aging. Aging is a motherfucker. I'm having a birthday and I see another gray hair and another wrinkle and another weirdness thing, whatever. You still have to talk to yourself with love and kindness. You have to look in the mirror and be like, girl, you're getting ready for another trip around the sun. Good for you. And as much as you want to be and look 27 for the rest of your life, you have to self-talk into love right where you are. You gotta love yourself right where you are, and you gotta talk to yourself like, hey girl, what you doing today? What do you got going on? You know, like your own best friend, speaking to yourself like you're your own best version of the parent you never had, of the best friend you've always wanted, of the big sister, the big brother, that mentor. Speak to yourself in the voice of those people, and your self-talk will improve tremendously. I got mine to a point where the second I start going down that path of, you know, talking shit to myself, I like catch myself and I'm like, how true is this? Come on. Are you being loving and kind right now to yourself? And I'm just like, yeah, not so much. Okay, what can you say? What do you appreciate about yourself right now? Well, you know, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I got good hair, my teeth are on point, you know, my appearance is nice, I still can like mix it up, and you know, it's all good. Mr. S is a fan, apparently, I'm loved, guys check me out, it's all good. And even then, it's more than that, it's about how I feel great. I'm healthy, I'm happy, got a brain in my head, I'm moving forward in my life, in my business, so like, what's there like to talk shit about, right? You gotta like handle the self-talk. So, those are the 8 that I came up with. There are so many more, and I wanted now to tell you about this fun program that I'm creating. I'm looking for 20 people, men and women mixed, or men and women. I haven't decided. It depends how many people I get. I might separate the groups. I have to figure it out. But I am super, super excited because everybody's got to revel in self-love, right? Everybody get your self-love on point and everything in your life starts to improve. And it's amazing how that happens. And then you get addicted to the love and you're just like, I can't even be around people who are negative. I mean, as a coach, I have to hold my energy to be positive within me, regardless of the shit show that anyone else that I'm helping is in, because I'm trying to elevate them to meet my energy. I'm not gonna sink down to theirs, right? So this is the type of program that I'm offering, where we're gonna have this safe, online, super convenient. I mean, imagine, you can do this thing from like your bedroom, your couch, in your comfies, under the blankie, with the dog, and you can get online with like-minded people talking about self-love and diving into each one of these 8 pillars. Each week will be one that we go into deeply and talk about, and I'll repeat them for you. Honoring your body, not settling, being clear about what you want, taking full responsibility for all outcomes in your life, working on yourself, commitment to self, of a happy, harmonious life, full-on commitment, huge. Healthy boundaries, gonna do boundary work in this thing, which is super fun. So nice, you get to be like 2 years old again. No. You start to tap into your no again. And getting cool and comfortable with your solitude. And the last one will be speaking to yourself with love and kindness. So we're gonna come on this online platform. I'll send you a link. You get the link, you go on in, and it'll be in the evening so that everybody can, you know, mix it up and be in this, in the comforts of their bedroom, their couch, whatever. You put on your sweats, you get all comfy, and you go on your computer or your phone, and boom, into the group you go. And we have this great conversation, and I promise you, you will feel uplifted. It will send you into the rest of your week feeling like, yeah, this is good, I'm gonna love up on me, and you have permission to. And then during the week, I will email you journal prompts, things to ponder, you know, stuff that was talked about, a recap, so that you can take these notes and continue to do the work through the week. Because oftentimes you do these programs, right, or you listen to some seminar and you take in all the information, but there's no application. So what we want to do is hang out together, and then you go off on your own, and I support you during that week, and you have materials and things to keep you going until the next week. So that's the deal. If this sounds interesting to you, please DM me, and we'll get into a little back and forth conversation of how you can enroll. Again, it's going to be filled up pretty quick, I can imagine. 20 people again, if I get a ton of people and I want to separate the girls and the guys, I might roll that way. I'm just feeling it out. I would love to have everyone together. I think it would be adding to the conversation. And since it's such an empowering topic of self-love, that it's good for everybody. And the other thing I think about too is that there are a lot of single guys and single girls who can potentially be in this group, and then they could meet each other. And I don't know, I don't matchmake, but I definitely am all about bringing like-minded people together. So if this is something that that sounds interesting to you and you want to find out about pricing and when it starts and all the details, please send me a DM. And there are some incentives and some extra bonuses for people who gather up their friends and bring their friends in with them to this group coaching program. I'm so excited. It's gonna begin in a few weeks. And yeah, I'm nailing down all the details, and it's first come, first serve. So you want to get on my DM and get with me fast, because it's going to book up. Thanks so much, you guys. I love all of you. LoveQuestCoaching.com. Hit me up and ask whatever question you have. I'm here to help you out. Good night, you guys. Bye.